Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, representatives from the city of Spokane talk with us about why this March Madness has helped the city.
Plus, we share extra steps being taken to protect Washington communities from wildfires this year.
And it is a gorgeous start to the day. Light wind and clear skies overhead. I'll let you know what that means for later this afternoon.
Gonzaga has time to do something. Zags for the win. Oh, yes!
What a moment college basketball fans will never forget. This morning we are celebrating a team that brought so much pride to all of Spokane, and we just want to say thank you, Zags, for a historic season.
Now we're sharing some of your favorite moments from this season. Text us a message or a video or anything you want in support of the Zags, 509-448-2000, and you could see those right here on our show.
Good morning. It's great to have you here with us if you're joining us for the first time. Dana Marie McNichol is an alum of Gonzaga. So Dana Marie, I want to ask, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Oh my gosh, probably watching the Sweet 16 game against Creighton and then the Elite Eight in Indianapolis. So that was a great moment.
What was it like? What did it feel like to be there?
You know, the atmosphere was really, really great, although they are actually pumping crowd noise into the stadium, which was really interesting because that's the first time I've ever heard that. But still, we played really well against those two teams. I considered that team, the win against USC, kind of a blowout, but still people were so proud of the Zags. It's just, no matter where you are and whoever you're speaking with about our team, there's just so much love, support, and happiness around it. So, I don't know, I'm really happy to be a Zag fan this morning, even though the outcome wasn't exactly what we wanted yesterday.
Yeah, totally. The Zag spirit is alive, and we are so proud of our team. Well, after last night, Gonzaga held a press conference, and Coach Few still had plenty of encouragement and praise for his players. Here's some of what he had to say in a post-game press conference.
As you look back on, I know the season just ended, but what did you learn about yourself and the group of players that you coached in arguably one of the most difficult circumstances dealing with COVID throughout the entire season?
I mean, just a great question. What I learned was just my guys are of the highest character, and they just love this game and loved each other and loved this team enough that no matter all these crazy protocols that were put on them and not playing in front of fans and testing every day and having to quarantine for 14 days because they might or might not have been close to somebody for over 15 minutes. And none of them would take the love for basketball that they have away, and also the desire and love that they had to hoop together and to play together. So their resiliency and their drive and stick-to-itiveness and their positive attitude and enthusiasm was just something I'll take with me the rest of my life.
Well, March Madness wasn't just big for the Zags, it also helped all of Spokane. Nicole Hernandez joins us now with how the Zags helps our city gain some recognition. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, Tim, good morning. So the fact that Gonzaga was in the spotlight was actually a really good thing for the city of Spokane. I want to give you a look at what the Google Trends say for the search, "Where is Gonzaga?" You can see this graph here showing from April all the way to this April. Not many people making that search until recently, the past few weeks, that spike in the Google search, "Where is Gonzaga?" You can see those searches were made all over the country here. You can see all those states lit up blue. That means people everywhere in the country were searching that term. Of course, then popping up with Spokane, Washington, and Kate Hudson with Visit Spokane says this is great for the city.
We're already seeing a lot of meeting planners and conventions booking out into 2022 already. We're on track to have a better year in 2022 as far as meetings and conventions go, compared to better than 2019. So we are, and I just did a site tour last week, and the meeting planners were all talking about Gonzaga and how they didn't realize Gonzaga was in Spokane. And so all of this national attention is great for business.
Okay, also said that just the Visit Spokane page has had 81% more people on it while Gonzaga was in the tournament. Extra tourism this summer would really help local businesses who are coming off this tough year, of course. We'll actually be able to see if we get more tourism from this. Visit Spokane tracks how many people visit and what they do while they're here. So obviously looking forward to seeing that data. But either way, we are still so proud of our Zags. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
We are very proud of our Zags. Nicole, thank you. All right, let's get to meteorologist Jeremy Lagoon now for a look at your Tuesday forecast. It sounds like today's going to be another beautiful day in the inland Northwest.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. And it's one of those things where if people start Googling, where are the Zags from? And then they start Googling Spokane, and then they say Spokane weather, we will quickly wind up with everybody moving here because they'll know just how beautiful it is. Early on this morning, it's light winds and calm conditions over in Coeur d'Alene, and that's going to take us through a good chunk of the day here. It's going to be downright beautiful. Nothing but sunshine means temperatures will be allowed to climb. So we go from in the low 30s, right around 30 degrees this morning, to the 60s later on this afternoon with nothing but sun in the sky. We are mild. 31 now, 34 by 7 a.m. with the sun coming up. By noon, we're up in the mid-50s, and by this afternoon, temps soaring into the low 60s. And that's not just for us here in Spokane. That's for a good chunk of the region. It's going to be beautiful. There's no doubt about it, but enjoy it while you can. Cooler temps are on the way.
Well, 2020 was one of the worst wildfire seasons in recent history. 1,600 fires across the state and 298 homes lost. So yesterday, the Department of Natural Resources is launching a new program. That's to give homeowners the tools they need to protect their property. It's called Wildfire Ready Neighbors, and the program helps communities develop an action plan. It links them with fire departments and contractors to get their homes ready for wildfire season as soon as possible. The DNR believes if homeowners are involved, they can reduce the destruction caused by those raging fires.
We want to help raise the profile of this issue and tell people that they have the power to create more protection against the risks of wildfires by taking action. It's not 100% guarantee, but it goes a long way.
Wildfire Ready Neighbors is launching today in Okanagan, Chelan, and Spokane counties. The DNR hopes to expand it statewide if it gets enough funding.
Dana Marie, thank you. Well, as COVID-19 vaccine supplies are expected to ramp up in the United States, there's a new issue for health leaders, people refusing to get vaccinated. So here's what you should know about vaccine hesitancy this morning. So 77% of people polled are either vaccinated or plan to be. Meanwhile, 23% remain vaccine hesitant. Now, of those who are hesitant, the data shows 70% are most concerned with side effects. And when it comes to race, the study highlights that more Black adults are actually willing to get the vaccine compared to a few months ago. So let's break down those numbers. In early January, 40% of Black adults were vaccine hesitant. Now that number is 29%. Now this group, though, has the highest number of people concerned about side effects. Now, when we talk about side effects, vaccine hesitancy is the largest in young people. 31% of people 18 to 24 years old said they may not get the vaccine. The fewer people that get the shot, the longer it takes to get to that herd immunity. That's something we've talked about for a while now. Herd immunity is where a large group or a part of the population is immune to a specific disease. If enough people are resistant to COVID, it has nowhere to go. So how does the U.S. overcome this vaccine hesitancy problem and get to herd immunity? Well, according to millions of responses, that information should come from healthcare workers. 16% of the vaccine hesitant adults said they would be more likely to get the shot if the recommendation came from their own doctor. So for more information on the vaccine in the inland Northwest, you can text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link to everything we know.
And spring-like weather has taken over the forecast. We're looking at some mild temperatures today, and even when we cool down later this week, we're still looking at near normal temps. I'll let you know what that is coming up after the break.